A lot of pressure. Oh my goodness. Uh, Hello, everyone. For those who may or may not know me, my name is Tim Un. I'm currently 16, and I'm an upcoming junior in high school. Uh, Before we get to the things I've learned on the mission trip, I would like to sincerely take a moment of gratitude for Jeff. Um, he led the mission trip in Mexico, and he was always humorous, nice, and extremely patient with me. So I'm just immensely grateful for him. I also want to say a little gratitude to Jonathan Chang and Jonathan O because they were like an amazing mentor to me as well. I'm just truly thankful that I have so many people to look up to in ANF, and I just pray that I become someone as great and wonderful as you all. I'm very grateful that I got to go to the mission trip, and this whole experience was nothing but a privilege to serve under God's kingdom. To summarize my Mexico mission trip, there are three key lessons that God let me witness firsthand. The first thing being a humbling experience. Before I went on the mission trip, I prayed to God that I would receive some humbling during the whole trip. I had a sense of feeling that I took many things for granted, and I didn't want to pursue my journey with Christ with such a half hearted mind. I also wanted to learn how to be humble and grateful while also learning more about God. Interestingly enough, God humbled me in a different way and actually took a lot of time for me to actually realize what he was trying to teach me. Um, when Tony was giving me helpful critiques on the things I did during the mission trip, I stubbornly dismissed his thoughts and did or even said whatever that was purely on my mind without even thinking. I kept repeating this action multiple times during the mission trip, and it would always put me in a negative mood because I would always wonder why Tony always had a say for me. Kind of felt a little annoying, but uh, no hate to Tony, of course. But however, I soon began to realize that I was very self-centered, arrogant, and most definitely prideful of my own opinions. Also, Tony was just looking out for me, like a good brother in Christ would. God helped me realize that, and instead of backlashing other opinions in your own consciousness, God wanted me to consider these thoughts and change for the overall betterment of oneself. If it wasn't for Tony being so kind and verbal with me, I don't think it'd be possible for me to realize these actions. So I also know Tony's not here, but I'm very grateful for him. The second lesson I learned was serving God's ministry joyfully. I know this sounds really simple, but I do think it's something that is easily overlooked while serving other people. Especially during the mission trip, it was very hard and tiring. Uh, Doing manual labor, painting, managing praise, and while also trying to lead crafts, activities, and even attend somebody really got the best of me. During times like these, I just sought to complete what I needed to do, like a checklist, instead of actually doing it with joy. Philippians 1 3 to 6 gave me a lot of joy and hope. Reading this passage during daily devotions actually allowed me to catch an insight on how uplifting, fulfilling the ministry should be like. Uh, Verse 3 stood out to me the most. I thank my God in all remembrance to you. This truly illuminates the beauty of God's work. And while doing these things to help God's ministry, He really wanted us to send our hearts full of joy. This also reminds me of Sosamonim's saying before my departure to Mexico. Instead of focusing on what I could do and stressing myself out, she just told me to have fun. Like, just have fun with the kids. Uh, a side note, I completely forgot to do that because I did the exact opposite and I just stressed myself out. Kind of killed myself, but I'll always keep that in my heart for future mission trips. The last lesson I learned was having faith in God. While I was going to the village in Mexico to see the kids, I realized that some of the kids weren't taking any of the things seriously. What's worse, the older kids would cause trouble, and most were never grateful for the things. During times like this, it was very hard for me to keep a positive outlook, and I was easily disheartened. However, Jeff told me to keep our heads up. He told us that our mission trip was to plant the seed of God in their hearts, and when they grow up, they'll soon begin to know God. I also learned from him that God always finishes what he starts. So if we plant the seed of God in their heart, God will eventually work with what we've done during the 5 day period. All we need to do is just have faith in God and that he would work his miracles through those people in Mexico. Overall, this Mexico mission trip was very special to me. There were so many things I've learned, and honestly, it brought me closer to God in so many ways. Most times, I disregarded my own time and never really got to spend any quality time with God, so this was a very good opportunity. With this mission, with this mission trip, I was able to connect and get even closer to God. I do believe that this is a very crucial opportunity in strengthening your relationship with our Father. So if you feel hesitant on whether or not to go next year, please go. It'll be worth your time. Thank you very much.